Assalamu alaikum and a pleasant morning, girls. Hope you people are doing well. Yesterday we have seen workplace listening, right? In that you have documentation skill also. Okay, by this your second unit finished in skill based subject. Is it clear, ma? Okay. Documentation skill. What is document? Do you know what is document, girls? Okay, here that is the ability to document something. Okay, like for example, if you are doing a research, okay, someone's work, you have to document it write it clearly, concisely and precisely. Is it clear? That is documentation. Is it clear, ma? Have understood what is documentation? Documentation is a set of documents provided on paper or on online or on digital or analog media such as audio tape or CDs. Examples are user guides, white papers, online help, quick references guides. Is it clear, ma? Okay, that those things are called as documentation. For example, your books, your guides. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Documentation should be easy to read and understand. It should be easy to read and understand. Okay, if it is too long or too wordy, it may be misunderstood or ignored. Okay, if for example, if it is a very long, okay, you will ignore some paragraphs also. You will miss some paragraphs. Okay, you will skip some paragraphs. Okay, is it clear? It should be clear, short, familiar words should be used to a maximum of 15 words to a sentence. Okay, in a sentence, only 15 words should be there. Okay, is it clear? It should be clear and precise. Here we'll see definition of documentation. Okay, defined as written evidence of the interactions between and among health professionals, patients and their families, and the administration of procedures, treatments and diagnostic tests, the patient's response to the and education of the family support unit. Here the definition is, for example, if you are a literature student, you will document about some writers. Okay, you will take some Amitav Ghosh. You take his very famous writer, and his work is The Hungry Tide. You take his work, The Hungry Tide, and you will research the work. Okay, what he has written about that work. Okay, and you will document in written format. Okay, after that you type and document it. Is it clear? Okay, like that. Here it is about professionals, doctors, patients, like that. Okay, their history should be documented. Is it clear? Okay. Then we have introduction about the documentation. Documentation is a set of documents provided on paper or online or on digital or analog media such as audio tape or CDs. Here it is like documents which provides us on paper. It is example is given. It will be like in paper or online or digital or media or audio tape or CDs. Okay, is it clear, ma? Examples are user guides, white papers, online help, quick reference guides. Okay, we have nowadays we have much facilities. Okay, if you want to search something, we type in Google and you will get what you wanted, right? Yes or no? Yes, of course. That is reference guides. Okay, it is becoming less common to see paper hard copy documentation. It is now becoming very less. Okay, to see hard copy, that is a written format. Is it clear? Documentation is distributed via website. How we will document, that is distributes the documentation from websites or software products or other online applications, like that. Okay, professionals educated in this field are termed documentalist. Okay, who are all professional, are well versed in this field, they are called as documentalist. Okay, the field changed its name to information science in 1968. In the year 1968, it has that is the term has changed documentalist to information science. Okay, is it clear? But some uses of the term documentation still exist, and there have been effort to reintroduce the term documentation as a field of study. Okay, but it still exists like as a documentation as a field of study. Is it clear? Okay, here principles of producing documentation. What are all the principles you have to follow? Like, there are several principles of document writing regarding the term used, procedure, numbering, and even length of sentence, etc. The following is a list of guides dealing with each specific field and type. Here, documentation in healthcare, thesis writing, etc. Okay. Here, there are the things where we have to focus, like in a particular area. I told you, like if you are a literature student, you will focus on the literature. If you are a medical student, you will focus on the medical science things. Yes or no? If you are a technical student, you will focus on the techniques. And if you are like a computer application, you will handle the software, like that. Yes or no? Like that, in a different field, different documentation is called. Okay, different documentation is there. So there is an MLA handbook which we follow to document a thesis or something else. Okay, the procedure. Okay, is it clear? Okay, there is producing documentation. Here, technical writers and corporate communicators are professionals whose field and work is documentation. Ideally, technical writers have a background in both the subject matter and also in writing and managing content. Information architecture. Technical writer more commonly collaborate with subject matter experts, SMEs, such as engineers, technical experts, medical professionals, or other type of clients. Here, there are like technical writers are more well versed in documentation. They have to have idea about the subject as well as the documentation. Okay, here it is given some of the examples, such as engineers, technical experts, medical professionals, or other type of the clients who documents their work. Okay. Here I have shared a picture of like MLA documentation style, that is creating a research paper using modern language association MLA handbook, that is documentation style. If you are going to document something, you have to follow this book. Okay, why? Because it is clearly in this book, it is clearly mentioned how to document a work. Okay, for example, a sentence, how you have to type a sentence, where you have to put numbers, where you have to put content, and how you have to put, what language you have to use, what type of writing you have to use. Everything is mentioned in the MLA handbook. Okay. Here, in both academic and business environment, you will be asked to write reports. Yes, of course. Business reports range from proposal to cost justifications to 5 years plans to research findings. Academic reports focus mostly on research findings whether you are writing a business report or an academic report, you should follow a standard style when preparing it. Whether it is a business or academic, you have to follow certain rules. Okay, when you certain standard style, then only your report will be seen as a documentation. Okay, is it clear, ma? Okay. Here I am showing what is documentation. Documentation, evidential or reference documents. Evidential, that is the real evidence, proof. Okay, are reference documents. Okay, documents provided are collected together as evidence or as reference material. Okay, why they are collecting documents? Because to prove, okay, to have a reference evidence, okay, collected together as evidence or as a reference material. Is that clear? Okay, then process of providing written information. Here first you have to write down what you want to document. Okay, it is the process of providing written information. For example, if you are in a business, you are marketing, and you have many bills like that. Yes or no? Yes or no, girls? That time you have to collect all the bills and you have to put together and you have to make it a one format, a standard style. Okay, the process of providing written details or information about something. Okay, then confirmation that some fact or statement is true through the use of documentary evidence. That is, we have to at last we have to give confirmation that the fact and statement is true through the use of the documentary evidence. How we will provide the confirmation about the fact? We have to provide the confirmation fact as with the evidence. Okay, documentary evidence. Is it clear, ma? How we will provide? By producing evidence, by producing proof, like documentary proof. Okay, that is called evidential or reference documents, a process of providing written information. That is, we are confirming the fact and the truth which is stated there through the use of documentary evidence. Is it clear? Okay. Here we have documentation involves. That is, I told you before itself, the procedure of documentation vary from one sector to the another, one type to the another type. Okay, I told you, like one field to the another field, like teaching and medical, yes, and technical or computer, like that it changes. Okay, in general, these may involve document drafting, formatting, submitting, reviewing, approving, distributing, reposting, or tracking, etc., and are convened by associated SOPs in a regularity industry. SOPs, that is a standard operating procedure. It could also involve creating content from scratch. Documentation should be easy and read and understand. That is, documentation should be very easy and should understand very clearly. Okay, field work, going to a place, often a remote location, live and working and living together with them and with them there. Then, to undertake field work, the research must be properly trained in the techniques of recording, sound and video, transcribing, analysis. That is, here your involvement should be there. Okay, for example, if you are doing research on a documentary things in the in a field work, means you have to go to that place and you have to remote often a remote area, and you have to live there and work there, and you start doing your documentation. Okay, I'll tell you one movie about documentation about tigers jungle. Okay, here the heroine is doing documentary on tigers. Okay, what she is doing, she is going to the jungle and researches, okay, everything, every steps, how that is every side. It is that movie name is Roar, I think. Okay, the Roar. It is a very good movie. In that you can see the research work. Okay, how that girl is very noticing very keen thing. Okay, like if there is a like wetty mud, means she thinks that here someone is living, like that. Okay, it is very she has noticed that very keenly. Okay, it is a documentary movie. Is it clear? Okay, here it is a the document should be easy to read and understand. It is long and too word. If it should not be long or too wordy, it may be misunderstood or ignored. Okay, so what you have to do is we have to clear and short with familiar words, uh, with the maximum use of 15 words in a sentence. Okay, only gender hyper neutral word be used and cultural biases should be avoided. Here you have to take care of the cultural biases also. You should not mention like those things. Okay, political issues are like something. Okay, cultural issues like that you should not use. Okay, to harm other culture. Is it clear? Okay. That is legal writing. Here your work should be yours. Okay, you should not copy from others. Okay, that should be real one. There should be fact. There should be truth, authentic. Okay, no one should raise a question about your work, that you have copied my work from that side or this side. Okay, that should be purely true. Okay, here legal writing. This type of documentation is often prepared by attorneys of paralegals who could be in private practice or retained as corporate counsel. Okay, your work should be very authentic, real, or truth. Is it clear? Then compliance documentation. The type of documents codifies standard operating procedures for any regularity complaints, needs as for safety approval, taxation, financing, technical approval, etc. Okay, here your work should be real. If you have taken anything from the other book or others works, they can able to charge you. Okay, they will complain about you that you have that stolen their work. Okay, and you have written. So it is called as plagiarism. So you should not plagiarize your work. Okay, you should not steal others works. Okay, you have to document your work with 100% work. You have to be very clear with your documents, that you have to produce facts, truths. Your work should be authentic, real one. Okay, it should not be copied from others. Is that clear, ma? Okay. Now we have what good documentation requires. How you will have a good documentation. What are all the things requires to produce a good documentation? Okay, here the first thing is approval, especially for work instructions. procedures, manufacturing specifications. Okay, first the approval needed. Okay, for example, if you are working in a company and doing some research on the product, first you have to get approval to document on that product. Okay, that manufacturing and specification and instructions, procedures like that. Okay, then clarity. Documents should not be open to misinterpretation by the users. That is, by seeing your documentation, no one should raise a question. It should be very clear. Okay, you should not give any misinterpretation. They should not assume that it is like she has taken some other's work, she has taken some other product like that. Okay, it should not bring any misinterpretation. Okay, it should be very clear and understanding by the users. Okay, okay. Then a regular review and update. Documents must be kept up to date and distributed in a controlled manner. That is, your document should be in a regular basis. It is an up to date. It is updated. It should not be outdated. Okay, outdated things we will not use. So it should be updated. You have to check for comments, feedbacks. Okay, is it clear? Okay, then formal presentation. In before itself I told you that your documentation should be very clear, precise and concise. Okay, that should be clearly understood by the readers, and controlled documents should be prepared in accordance with a written procedure. That is formal. You should not be like you should not use very hi-fi languages. So you have to use very familiar words. Then only the reader will understand your thing, what you want to say, what you has documented. Okay, is that clear, ma? Then we have records related to manufacturing or testing operation should be kept based on record retention policy. There is that manufacturing or testing operation is there, no, in that manufacturing company, that thing should be retention. That is, it should be in a changeable form. Okay, because this is when times goes on, it will be changing. So we have to keep it in the that is record retention policy. Is it clear? These are the ways to produce a good documentation. Okay, by following these ways, you will produce a good documentation. Is that clear? Okay. Here we have key features of good documentations. That is, I have given you the key features to produce a good documentation. That is, original document should be easily distinguishable from photocopies and should have clear and concise information. That is, I told you before itself that your work should be original. Okay, your document should be original. It will be easily distinguishable from photocopies. Okay, is that clear? And you should have clear and concise information. That you have to give clear and concise. Okay, clear and short information. Okay, understanding information. A good document should have sufficient space for entries to record variable information and signature and to attach printouts, etc. Okay, good document should have sufficient space for entries to record variable information and signature and to attach printouts, etc. Yeah, data entries must be made or completed at the time and action the action is performed. And entries in logbooks should be done in chronological order. It is necessary to document anything that directly impact a products. Records every procedure you write, from form you fill out and test you perform. Using a standard format eliminates discrepancies between documents from different sources. That is, if you are using a standard format of documentation, you will not have any discrepancies. That is, any wrong report, because I told you before itself, you have to follow MLA handbook, that is a standard style of documenting. Okay, the format, if you use that, you will not have any fall- fallacy, okay, discrepancies between documents from different sources. Is it clear? Okay. Now I am sharing with you the 6 skills of documentation. Now modern days, it is very useful skills for documentation. Okay, like in any profession, becoming a technical writer requires a mastery of certain skill sets. Okay, the following are the top 6 skills a modern day technical writer needs to successfully develop in technical documentation. Okay, by following these 6 skills, you will be a you will become a successful technical documenter. Okay, documentalist. Is it clear? Okay, here first one is write clearly, concisely, and precisely. From the beginning, I'm telling your document should be very clear, concise, and precise. The ability to write well and convey information to the intended audience in any easily understood manners is the primary prerequisites. Documentation usability significantly decreases if readers struggle with the content. Okay, that is, you have to think about the reader, think about the audience whom you are writing, okay, whom you are documenting. Okay, by using very familiar words and sentences, you will be able to give the correct information to the audience. Okay, it will decrease the reader struggles with the content. Okay, they will understand easily. Is it clear? Okay. Here next we have proficient in using the tools of trade. Being computer savvy is a given. Technical writer and instructional designer also need to be able to learn quickly and become proficient in using computer application associated with producing documentation. That is, you have to be well known of by using computer also. Then only you are able to document something. Okay, able to select the proper support visuals needed to enhance the writer written words. Okay, in the digital era, it is important for the technical writer to be able to contribute to graphic and formatting as well as illustration skills. This adds to the writer's skill set. It's common for the technical writer to collaborate with the subject matter expert, that is SME, to obtain engineering, drawing, and the illustrator to design and develop the needed support graphics. Technical writers are often responsible for taking their own photographs too. Here, uh, by documenting, you have to insert some graphics also, okay, to related pictures also. So for that, you have to be well known of using such things, technical things. Okay, so what you have to do for these things, you have to know the computer also. Is it clear? Okay, then we have has a natural curiosity for learning how thing works. That is, it is that should come naturally. That is natural curiosity. You have to curious, excited towards your work. Okay, the technical documentation skill of a technical writer depends greatly on the subject matter, product or service that requires documentation. Most writers expand their knowledge through experience in the profession by taking a specialized technical writing training. Here, the practice experiment should be there. Okay, I told you before itself, like it is a documentary film about tiger. She goes to jungle and she research. Okay, like that, a personal experience should be there. For example, if you want to document about field work, you have to go to the field. Okay, and you have to live with them, and you have to work with them. Then only you will understand what the thing is. That is the real work. Okay. Here, fifth one is knows how to ask questions and learn from the answers. Interacting with SMEs, that is subject matter, is one of the most subject matter experts. That is, it is one of the most overlooked skill. Technical writer have to be part journalist and part investigator, reporter, not being too proud to ask them dumb technical questions that make engineers to double takes is how you get to the bottom of creating documentation that's truly beneficial to end users. When setting up an interview or review, consider the personalities and preferences of your subject matter experts. Make sure you have all your questions ready up front, and then you understand the answers before you leave the meeting. If a follow up is needed, schedule them. Here, that is, you for documentation, after finishing your documentation, you should think, you should interrupt that what are all the questions will be asked, and you have to be prepared about of the answers. Okay, the questions about be asked. So before leaving to the any interview, you have to be ready. Okay, with your answers. Is it clear? Okay. Refine the art of patience and persistence. The persistence, that is continuation. Unless you have patience, you will never make it as technical communicator. When it comes to timely turnaround for reviews, most SMEs, that is subject matter experts, tend to drag their feet. It's a delicate balance, but with a little persistence, deadlines can be more easily met. Here, if you don't have any deadline, okay, the deadline means that is that time you have to submit, like that. If you don't have that thing in the documentation, it will prolong. Okay, it will goes on, it will continue, it will persist. But if you have a deadline, it will be more easy for you that before the deadline we have to submit, like that. Thought will come to your mind. Okay, is it clear? Okay, ma, I have given you in this what is documentation and what are all the things you have to follow while documenting, and how your documentation should be look like. It should be very clear, concise and precise, and it should be understood by the readers. Okay, who reads your work. Okay, and it should not be plagiarized one. It should not be taken from others works. Okay, it should be very authentic, and it should be very real, true. You have to state the fact, the truth you have to act. Okay, is it clear, ma? Okay then, girls. Okay, thank you, girls. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.